The starting temperature is 20.1 degree. The starting temperature is 19.9 degrees, 19.9. And the starting mileage is 14,123, 14123. And I don't know if you can see this, but Jenny shoveled a path out of the driveway this morning. That's what it was. That's what it is now. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this tonight while she's sleeping. So it's Sunday. Actually Sunday night. I slept in late today. I woke up at like 9 o'clock when I wandered downstairs. Jenny was all active doing lots of stuff. She actually shoveled half the driveway, and the half that she shoveled is actually the side that goes from the... We have a 3-car garage, and the third stall is where my scooter and Jenny's Rebel sits. She actually shoveled a path from there all the way to the road. So that's pretty cool. She was wondering if I was going to take a ride today. This is basically... There's a remote chance that this might be my last ride for the season because... Or the PBC season anyways. Because it looks like tomorrow we have like a 70 or 80% chance of snow. I guess I'll check it in the morning and find out for sure. Anyways, we're pretty busy during the week, so we decided to have our Valentine's Day dinner early. Went and had a steak. It was pretty good. But that was at like 5 o'clock. By the time we got back home, Jenny was pretty tired, so she's actually went to bed. She's sleeping right now. Anyways, I have a question for people. And I've done a little bit of research, but I guess what I end up seeing is diehard people one way, diehard people the other way. So my question is there a big difference between air-cooled and liquid-cooled motorcycles? So I know my Bergman is liquid-cooled, and I know most, if not all, Harleys are air-cooled. And the reason why I ask is, so this weekend we went to the motorcycle show, and so we're basically trying out a bunch of motorcycles, trying to find one that Jenny likes. She had temporarily decided on the Kawasaki Vulcan 900, but she wasn't thrilled with it. You know, it's alright. She was saying that the gas tank is actually very big, and I would actually agree. When you sit on there, that thing looks gigantic. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but anyways, we went through the different manufacturers, and at one point we made our way over to the Triumph dealer, and Jenny sat on a Triumph Speedmaster and basically decided on the spot that that's her bike. It's pretty light. I think it's only like 550 pounds. I don't remember how many cc's it was, like 900 or so, 800, 900, I don't know. It gets really good gas mileage, I guess. The only thing that popped out in my head was it's a parallel twin, whereas most other motorcycles are V-twins. And it's air-cooled. So after we noticed that, which is weird because when I looked at it, I thought it was liquid-cooled. But I'm guessing what that is actually an oil cooler that's sitting out in front. So we're both kind of hesitant, you know, should we get an air-cooled? Is that okay? It seems logical to me that a liquid-cooled motorcycle would be better, right? So if your pistons are exposed to air, then there's some kind of liquid chamber that's going around it, and that's what's cooling it. You are getting some kind of residual cooling effect because there is air moving over the cylinders or the pistons or whatever. But at the same time, you know, the liquid is flowing through to the radiator is exposed to air, and that's what's cooling it. And in cases where it gets really hot, you'll have a fan that kicks on that'll help cool the radiator. So seems logical. But then when I look at just an air-cooled one, obviously it's just the air blowing over the motor. And it seemed like if it got too hot, that something would kick on and shut the motor down, which I'm guessing probably happens a lot to some air-cooled cycles during the summer. Am I going to trip this light? So anyways, so if I'm looking at a car is liquid cooled. As far as I know, almost all cars that I know of are all air or liquid cooled. So if it works on a car, if air cooled was okay on a car, why don't I see more of those? But you know, obviously cars are liquid cooled for a reason. I'm guessing it's because it's better. So in that case, why aren't the same thing happening for motorcycles? So I don't know. If anybody out there can tell me what they would prefer, what they think is better, that'd be great. It'll help make our decisions easier. And guess what? I'm gonna run this light because it's legally I can, and I've been waiting. Ending mileage 14,176, 14176. Later.